so when you locked up, bro, you gonna meet certain people. They said that it's gonna take a week for your money that ain't seen their family.
Contraband, how you say, man, with that shit, with that contraband, with that.
I forgot when they end up switching us. Everybody was going to prison. They end up switching us.
Man, with that shit, with that contraband, man, with that shit, with that contraband,
Ain't the hits.
Contraband TV. Man, what that shit do, Contraband? Hey, man, I got a sad one for y'all today, man. Before I start this video off, I want to say happy birthday, happy heavenly birthday, and rest in paradise to Shay Duce. For real, man. So, this one right here about Shay Duce. Man, my little baby, man. Man, she was a bright light, bro. Like, always smiling, you know what I'm saying? Always staying positive. Like, she was a jokester. She was clowning a lot. She used to clown a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Baby was a hustler, young, working 2 jobs. Like, ever since she got her first car, stayed with a car, stayed with a job. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she was a little gutter female too, man. You know what I'm saying? She was really down, like, you know what I'm saying? She was with the business, you know? But, you know how it is, man, when you out here and you living this life and you get introduced to certain shit, certain people introduce you to certain shit, and you know, you get turned out to, you know, certain things, you know what I'm saying, in life, and it could be your downfall if you don't get that shit up under control, you know? And that's what happened to Shay Duce. Now this video, y'all, I'm gonna be very transparent. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So just bear with a nigga here, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna touch on some things I ain't never really touched on before. You know what I'm saying? So, I met Shay Duce 2014. Nigga, I've been out the pen a year. 2013 ain't really go how a nigga expected it to go. I ain't even gonna get into that right now though, like, but, well, yeah, I said I'd be transparent, so yeah. I was gonna get that to y'all later, but a nigga got married when I got out the pen, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, this shit ain't going right. Shit wasn't going right before I went in. You know what I'm saying? But I thugged it out, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I had a baby. You know, my daughter was born December 27th of 2013. I got out February, 15th, 16th, something like that. February, somewhere around there between the 16th and the 20th of February. So as soon as I got out, I made me a daughter. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't go right, you know? So as soon as my daughter was born, I got on, you know? Went back to mom's house for a couple months. You know how niggas do it. As soon as I was working, but didn't have enough money to really stack up to get an apartment until them young taxes came. Oh yeah, once them taxes came, yeah, man, I'm able to move into something. So I'm finna move in these apartments on Sahara and Nellis, and my sister, Toxinique Diamond, on YouTube, she hit me like, bro, I just moved to Vegas. Where you at? I'm like, what? She like, yeah, nigga, I just moved to Vegas. Hey, I need to get an apartment, man. She like, I'm thinking me and you could roommate together and all that. I'm like, hey man, that's perfect, cause shit, these apartments, I was gonna give me a little 1 bedroom at these apartments on Sahara and Nellis, but they got 3 bedrooms, you feel me? We can do that. So boom, we go get this apartment on Sahara and Nellis. They was called the Sahara Gardens, I believe, at that time. But it's popping. I didn't even know it was popping on Nellis and on Sahara like this. Like, I knew the Hamptons was popping. This is right down the street from the Hamptons. I knew the Hamptons was popping, but I didn't know that whole little strip right there was popping like that. Like, that shit was rolling. Like, so we get up over there and shit, and you know me, man, what? We moved into the apartment. I stopped moving to the apartment. Man, I went and got me a whip, and I went and got me a pound. Yeah, man, I went and got me a car, and I went and got me a pound. Man, I only had my car for 2 days. My dumb ass ain't had no license. They took the car, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm just to the pound. I'm back on my 210, my 2 feet, 10 toes. Dumbass nigga. Spent $1,000 on a little bucket. It was a little bucket though, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you know what I'm saying? It was mine, nigga. Shit. So I got the pound and shit. You know me, it's popping over there. Come to find out, the homies that they kind of like, you know what I'm saying, play cousins, cause they my, you know what I'm saying, they my people's peoples. You feel me? But they from bounty hunters. They already had a weed spot up over there, but at that time, I think they had shut their weed spot down because it was hot. So when I came up over there, you already know, I had a pound. I came over there, fucking with it and shit started getting shit rolling and shit. Again, once they seen I had it rolling, see, originally them niggas was come over there and press me. Originally, you know what I'm saying? Because they can see they people's buying from somebody else, so I guess they asked one of the weed smokers, a young little Mexican dude, like, hey, who y'all getting the weed from? Like, I'm sitting outside on the meter box, I'm blowing a fat blunt. And they like, yeah, I see him across the way. They like, yeah, it's them over there. So when they walked up like with that aggression. Then as they got closer, they seen it was me. They like, they're like, man, we thought you was somebody else, nigga. We was finna come over there, man. You know we got the weed spot up over there too. I'm like, hey, you know, I got it rolling up over here. They're like, hey, it's cool, cause you know we peoples. You feel me? They like, man, but if you was anybody else, man, we was gonna do you. We was gonna do you if you was anybody else. You feel me? So it's so the Sahara Gardens is right. It's on Sahara and Nellis, right next to the Smiths. You know what I'm saying? It's the Smiths. Now, it used to be Food for Less back in the day, but at this time, when I stayed over there, it was the Smiths, though, right? So I used to always walk to the Smiths because everybody, you know what I'm saying, is in the Smiths. Everybody used to come to the Smiths, that little parking lot. It's a Burger King in the parking lot. Shit, back at that time, it was, I think, a CVS or a Rite Aid or some shit right there on the corner. There's a nail shop right there. It's a Chinese food spot. The Burger King, like, it's popping. A tax spot, it's popping in that whole area. So I used to walk around and catch fades, like, you know what I'm saying, walk around with sacks on me and shit, catch fades. So I'm inside the Smiths. I see the homegirl Nay. What's up, Nay? Well, man, you know, I got that weed. She like, man, you stay up here? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm right here in the apartments right next door. Got the weed on deck. Now, I met Nay through my baby mama when we stayed on Border Highway. When we stayed on Border Highway and we stayed inside the suites. She ended up befriending Nay and all that. Now, Nay hella cool. Nay done looked out for us. We done looked out for Nay. Shit, I ain't, my baby mama and them, we done stayed with Nay. Nay done stayed with us before. You know what I'm saying? That's the homegirl, bro. But Nay, if you ever see this, you know I fuck with you. But boy, Nay, a bad body built ass bitch. I'm talking about, man, she built like Uncle Fester, bro. Like, I'm talking about, like, man, she built like Uncle Fester with the Rasputia face. Like, oh man, man, look here, man. I used to look at her like, and at that time she had 2 kids, I think. And I used to look at her like, and her baby daddy was always in jail. He was in the pen at that time. You know what I'm saying? But I used to look at her back then like, who the I think she was pregnant then too. I think she had one and she was pregnant with the other one. So I'm looking at her. I used to look at her like, who the fuck is fucking on that? But I can't say shit though, cause my second baby mama ugly in the motherfucker too. So I can't say shit, man. But I'm looking at NATO like, man, who the fuck is fucking on that? Like, oh my god, like, you know, I guess females like that, man, they can suck some, you know, they can, you know, suck a golf ball through a vacuum. You know what I'm talking about? So, Nay, I'm talking to Nay, and this girl walked past, and at the time I found out she was with her mom. This girl walked past, and she started talking to Nay, and they start conversating, woo, bam. You know what I'm saying? So she walked off, and I'm like, who is that? She like, oh, that's my homegirl Shay. Ooh. I'm like, she got a nigga? She like, nah, she's single. Ooh, man, tell her I said what's up. Tell her I said what's up, man. Tell her I said what he do. Like, man, yeah, plug me with that. Like, ooh, like, she like, all right. Now at the time, also, I'm in the store with my cousin Loke. He actually came in there to go. I was with Loke too. Loke came in there to go get something. She like, who that light skinned nigga that you with? That tall nigga. I'm like, that's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? She like, all right, you plug me, I plug you. I'm thinking in my head, ooh, Loke ain't gonna go for this one. I'm like, oh, Loke ain't gonna go for this one. You feel me? Nah, me, I like BBWs. You feel me? So when Shay walked past, oh, baby was right. You feel me? She was short. I say Shay was about, I say Shay was about what, 4'10", you know what I'm saying? Probably a little bit taller, probably just around 5 feet, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Shay was short, big ass titties, bro. Like, big ass titties, bro. Like, I'm talking about, man, you know what I'm saying? She had a little weight up on her, and she ain't had the round ass, you know what I'm saying? But she had thighs though, you know what I'm saying? She had some little thighs on her though, like, and they filled out a little bit, but she had some big titties though. So, you know, that thing was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, you know what I'm saying? Baby was right, you know? So, I told Nay, hey, Nay, hook me up with that. She like, hook me up with your cousin. I'm like, all right, bet. So she like, shit, she like, I got the money at the house. She like, let me get your phone number and bring me some weed when you leave up out of here. She like, I'm finna go, you know what I'm saying, to the register. I'm like, all right, my cousin, I'm finna go find this nigga, see if he ready, and then I gotta go bag it up, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, not only because I think she wanted like a half or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I gotta go bag that up, and I'll be right to you. She like, yeah, I'm right down the street. Like, when you leave out here, like, you walk into your house, she's like, keep walking. I'm in those condos right there. I'm like, by Lamb? She like, nah, before you get to Lamb. But she like, walk like you going up Sahara, like you going to Lamb though. I'm like, cool. Go get Loke and shit. I don't tell Loke shit. Because I know if I tell him now, that he ain't gonna fuck with it. So I know I gotta finesse him. You know what I'm saying? I already know I gotta finesse him, you know? So, you know, Loke see me talking to her because he doing whatever the fuck he doing. I think he was trying to get him something to eat or some shit, you know? So he's like, hey man, who old girl you was talking to? She ugly in the motherfucker. I'm like, oh, that's the homegirl Nay. Ooh. I'm like, man, that's the homegirl Nay. He like, oh, okay. He like, oh, wait, boy, she ugly in the motherfucker. I was like, yeah. So I already know that, boy. I'm like, yeah, but you're gonna have to take one for the team, brother. Like, you got to, bro. You gotta take one for the team. So, I go to the house, you know what I'm saying? We bag the weed up. I tell him, I'm like, man, you wanna go with me? You know what I'm saying? To up over there to Nay house, like to, you know what I'm saying, to old girl house, to go take her this weed. He like, nah, I'm finna go, I'm finna make this food I bought. I'm like, all right, cool. I go over there by myself. Go up over there and shit. She like, hey, I told her. She like, she with it. She was like, shit, what y'all doing tonight? She was like, shit, she trying to, you know what I'm saying, kick it tonight. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to be coming over here to my house, having some drinks with me and all that. So she like, what's up? What y'all doing tonight? I'm like, Bill, we there. You feel me? She like, you told your cousin? I was like, yeah. Yeah, I told my cousin, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, don't even trip, he gonna come with me, you know? She like, oh, okay, for sure. She like, I'm finna get in the shower. I'm thinking in my head like, bitch, you should already be ready. Like, you can't wipe that ugly off, bitch. But okay, you know, you get your hygiene up and shit, you know what I'm saying? You get in the shower for sure, you know what I'm saying? Man. Later on that night come, you know, I'm like, cuz what you doing? He like, nigga, I ain't done shit, I'm here with you. I'm like, all right, look, we finna go to the homegirl house, man, the one I was with at the stove. I'm like, yeah, we finna go smoke. I'm like, did you see the other little baby? Her homegirl? Yeah, she finna plug me with her homegirl. Ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? Her homegirl finna be up over there. He was like, all right, bet then. You know, he's like, how many females is it? I'm like, man, it's gonna be a house full of them. I'm lying like a motherfucker to the nigga. Yeah, I gotta cap him down. If I tell him it's only 2 females in there, one for me, one for you, and the one for you is old girl that was at the stove who you kept saying ugly, oh, he ain't coming. Cuz ain't coming. You feel me? So I lied to the nigga like, man, it's just shit, it's gonna be a couple of females up over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, for sure, cousin. I'm like, for sure, cousin. I'm like, for sure, cuz, yeah, nigga. I ain't lying to you. He's like, all right, cuz, for sure. Boom. We go up over there and shit. We walking up over there. He like, man, I hope the other ones don't. While we walking over there, my cousin Low, he a clowner, bro. I'm gonna try to get him up on here. You feel me? Me and him, you know, we ain't got no beef. You feel me? But you know, he just been doing his thing. I've been doing my thing. So, but I'm gonna try to get his ass on here. This nigga like, man, hope the other ones don't look like her. He like, man, is they her sisters or something? He like, man, you met the family? So now he asking questions and shit. And I'm trying to, you know, steer the conversation somewhere else. Like, yeah, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, they shouldn't look like her. I'm capping that boy down. Like, I need him to get up over here, you feel me? So we get up over there, we get to the door and shit. They come in, we go in. Soon as we get in there and he see it's only them 2, this nigga shot me a look like, cuz you a dirty ass nigga. Cuz you a dirty ass nigga, you feel me? So boom, so Shay, she up in there, I introduced myself, you know, we chopping it up and, you know, boom, I crack her. Like, you know, she was 19, like, said she, you know, she was working at the school cafeteria at that time. Like, she was working as a cook at the school cafeteria and shit. Like, you know, we had a good time, vibed out. Like, we chopping it up. You know, found out she was from Cali. You know, said she was from. She didn't say where in Cali at that time. You know what I'm saying? But she was from Cali though. She was from LA. You know what I'm saying? For Watts to be example, to be exact, you know? So I'm like, oh, okay, for sure. And we just clicked, bro. Like, me and her, we just clicked, bro. Like, for real, like, and after that, like, shit, we got each other's phone number and all that, and shit, 2-3 days later, that was my little gutter baby, like, for real, like, that was my little gutter baby, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but shit, that night though, you know, we kicked it that night. We didn't have sex or nothing like that though, just chilled, smoked, you know, drunk, talked, and really just got to know each other, like, you know what I'm saying? Just really, I was really liking her vibe though, like, baby had a vibe that was so different, like she been here before. Bro, like, for real, like, she's had one of them old souls, like, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, I'm damn near, at this time, I'm like 8 years older than her, you feel me? She was 19, I'm like 28, about to be 29, like, you feel me? So, I'm like, man, baby really had the, you know what I'm saying? Baby really had an old soul, you feel me? Hey, y'all don't judge me neither, you feel me? Hey, yeah, hey, she was legal. You feel me? For real, you feel me? So, yeah, man, like, we was chilling, man. We was really chilling, like, you know? She used to come through, cause she stayed in apartments right next to me. I forgot the name of them apartments, but it wasn't in Sahara Gardens, the ones right next to him and shit. She stayed over there with her mom and shit. She started buying her weed from a nigga also. You know, she'd come through, smoke with a nigga and all that, like, you know, and she was real, you know, she was one of the females that, you know, how she carried herself made you respect her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at first, a nigga just wanted to smash and get on, you feel me? But how she carried herself, it made you want to respect her. So I was kicking with her for about damn near a month before we even did anything. I'm talking about kissed, did anything. Like, she was just a cool ass vibe, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But what led up to that though was one day we over there smoking and we run up by I ain't got no blunts. She come over to smoke. She ain't got no blunts. I ain't got no blunts. I'm like, damn, all right, let's go to the store. I had a little baby. I had the baby 9 at that time. Like I said, Sahara Gardens popping. You know, I had the baby 9 at that time. I put it in my pocket, or not put it in my pocket, but you know, I put it on my waist. We walk up out of there and shit. She like, do you really need that going to the store? I'm like, hell yeah, it's hot up over here. You don't see how hot it is? She like, yeah, nigga, it's hot with the police. Bro, as soon as she said that, because they did used to drive around the apartments and shit. You feel me? As soon as she said that, bro, a police car, because I stayed in the back. I stayed in the back all the way by the Smith side. You know what I'm saying? So when you come out, you walk up my walkway, you can walk straight up my walkway and get to Netless. You know what I'm saying? So we come up, we walk and we get to like by the 5th building in like the middle, and boom, we see him coming. He had just made a circle and he was coming. I'm like, damn man, just keep it pushing. Like, man, I hope this nigga don't. You know what I'm saying? So she like, see, nigga, I told you, like, it's so close to the point where I can't do nothing, bro. I can't run, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about stopping, sitting on the steps, but I don't want to make it like obvious, like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm just playing it off too, though. I keep it pushing, like, you feel me? But when he get to us, he like slow down, roll his window down, you know what I'm saying? And boom, he turn, he make that left, and he go out the apartment. So when he riding hella slow. So when he go out the apartments, as he go out the apartments, we could tell when he go out the apartments, we're going to come out the apartments too, but we're coming out that hole in the gate right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be exposed. So as soon as he turned by the office, she like, give it to me. I'm like, what? She like, nigga, give it to me. You know what I'm saying? Boom, I give it to her, but she put it right in her bra. Boom, because she has some big ass titties, nigga. Like, I'm talking about, boy, my nigga, she put it right in her bra. Boom! You couldn't even see it. She propped them motherfuckers up. Kept it walking. Boom, we kept it walking. Boy, thank God she did that. Because as soon as we came out, he was coming out the police. And he stopped. He was like, hey. He was like, hey, let me see your face. And I looked. He was like, okay, nah. He was like, I thought you fit the description. You thought I fit the description, nigga. You just seen my face and we walked that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, police be trying to fuck with you, like, so boom, we go inside the little parking lot and shit. He drive off, we go inside the parking lot and shit. She like, yeah, I'm gonna keep this until we get back to the house, like, doing that little shit right there. I'm like, oh, okay, like, I'm like, look, you with it, like, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with that, like, any female that's going, you know what I'm saying, hold the burner, hold the weed and all that, like, oh yeah, you my gutter baby. You my gutter baby. You know what I'm saying? Every street nigga love a gutter baby, you know, because you can't do that with all females. You know what I'm saying? Some females, they like to fuck with a street nigga, but they like to reap the benefits of a street nigga. Nigga got weed, nigga got powder, nigga got pills, nigga got money all the time. You know what I'm saying? They gonna hit her with that dope dick. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? They got time on his hand because he ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, but a female don't want to do time with a nigga. A female don't want to hold the burner. A female don't want to take the charge for a nigga. Females don't want to do that type of shit for a nigga. Like, on the other side, females don't want to give niggas money on the re-up. Bitch, you done smoked all my weed up this month. Bitch, I'm show for my re-up now, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you done got a couple dubs for me on credit. Bitch, I need that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for her to do that, I was like, okay. I'm like, yeah, like, I'm fucking with that. Like, she was like, what? You ain't think I was gonna, you know what I'm saying? She's like, man, coming off from watch. Like, yeah, she's like, I got you. Like, she was like, for real? I'm like, I told her, I'm like, yeah, you my little gutter baby. Like, she was like, yeah, I'm your gutter baby. She like, yeah, I like that. I'm like, yeah, you my gutter baby. Like, you feel me? So when we go back and we get back to the house, I'm rolling up and shit. I'm like, I'm like, you just so sexy how you did that shit. You was like, give it to me, cuz. Oh, like, and you took it, put that shit in there, propped them motherfuckers up. I was like, she was like, all right, now look. She was like, I've been letting it go for a minute now because I like you. You know what I'm saying? Your ass cute. She was like, but blood, you gonna stop cussing me? I'm like, what? I'm like, you a blood? She was like, yeah, I'm from, what she said? She said, I'm from Eastside Haciendas. I'm like, oh, you from Haci's and Watts? She like, yeah, like, she's like, blood, you gonna stop cussing me. She was like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, I've been letting it slide for I'm gonna have to let you know, like, I'm like, oh, that just turned me on even more, like, you know what I'm saying, and shit. After that, you know, nigga started playing and wrestling with her, like, oh, you a blood, oh, man. You know, wrestling led to, you know, me sucking on them titties, and, yeah, man, and it went down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it went down, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, after that, like, you know, that was my little baby, but at the time, you know, I had a lot going on. I had females, bro. I had like 7, 8 different females, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Shay was one of the ones I knew that it was 2 of them at the time, bro, that I knew that I could have a good ass relationship with. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't on no fuck nigga shit, if I wasn't on no fuck boy shit, I could have a good relationship with. You know what I'm saying? It was her. And it was, you know, I'm gonna call her Jackson. You know, she know who she is. She a subscriber. You know, it was her and it was Jackson. And unfortunately, you know, because I was on some fuck nigga shit, I ended up breaking both their hearts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ended up breaking both their hearts. You know, got caught cheating. You know, with 2 different females. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But after that, me and Shay Duce, we still stayed cool though, you know. But that year though, nigga, I had a lot going on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So after I moved out those apartments, me and Shay Duce, we lost contact from each other, and nigga, I thought I had 3 babies on the way that year. Yeah, bruh. By the end of the year, 3 females said they was pregnant. It wasn't even the end of the year, nigga. It was fall, like September. They like, yeah, I'm pregnant. Like, I'm like, all 3 of them, bro. And I got a girlfriend at this time. The other 2 girls just broke up with it, nigga. But I got a girl I'm staying with at this time, which she ended up becoming my baby mama also. Ended up having a baby by her the following year. You know what I'm saying? But I'm got a female I'm staying with. After I moved out the apartments, I moved in with, you know what I'm saying, with my other chick, you know what I'm saying? And then 3 females said they was pregnant. I'm like, man, I gotta get out of Vegas. I'm like, I gotta get out of Vegas, nigga. So I ended up going to Phoenix. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I ran from my problems, man. I was still young-minded at that time, you know what I'm saying? And I ran from my problems. I ended up running to Phoenix, you feel me? I ended up going to Phoenix, bro, for damn near a whole year, you know. But I remember I posted some shit when I was out there online, like, damn, why is life so hard? Like, and Shay immediately hit me on Facebook, like, here, call me, give me, boom. So I call her, she like, man, what's up, you good? I'm like, nah, I'm going through it right now. Like, let her know what was going on. She like, nigga, how much money you need? So basically, my cousin put me out. My cousin, I moved out there to stay with my cousin. She ended up putting me out. I'll tell y'all that story later. She ended up putting me out. You know what I'm saying? So when Shay called at the time, nigga, I just got a room. You know, Pops just sent the nigga some money and I just got a room. So I'm telling her what's happening. She like, you got the Western Union by you, anything like that? Because, you know, back then there wasn't no Cash App, with no Zelle, none of that. Like, you had to go Western Union. She like, you got Western Union? First she asked me if I have a bank. I'm like, no, I ain't got no bank. She like, it's a Western Union or what's the other one? MoneyGram. MoneyGram somewhere around there? I'm like, yeah, it is. She like, here, I'm finna send you like $200. She was like, shit, you always looked out for me. She was like, even though you broke a bitch heart and did me foul, you know what I'm saying? She was like, but I still, you was always a genuine nigga, so I'm gonna look out for you. Like, I'm like, oh, thank you. Ooh, like, boom. So she sent the nigga $200 and shit, plus the money that Pop sent the nigga. I was straight until I got, you know what I'm saying, my next paycheck when I was in Phoenix. But it was little shit like that I always remembered and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up moving, when I moved back to Vegas, you know, I ended up hitting her, letting her know. Like, I got the weed on deck, you know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I'm saying, XC pills on deck, you know what I'm saying? And I got it, like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with me, like. So she started coming, pulling up, buying weed from a nigga. That's when I had the spot on Flamingo and Swenson, you know what I'm saying? Boom. So she come up and start fucking with the nigga and all that, boom. So, again, I remember I just had posted some shit on Facebook, you know, but I wasn't going through it this time. I was just like, you know, I was just posting a post, reposting a post, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, it said some shit like, what do you think of me? Or some shit like that, or what type of person do you think I am, or something. And she commented, she's like, nigga, you a motherfucking hustler, and don't you ever forget that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then like an hour later, she pull up, like, she's like, man, what's up, you straight? She's like, I seen that shit you posted on Facebook, like, you know what I'm saying? She like, man, I'll never forget who you is. Like, she like, you a motherfucking hustler. She like, I ain't never seen a nigga hustle like you. She like, these niggas nowadays be on some bullshit. She's like, nigga, you work and you hustle. Like, you know what I'm saying? She like, just, you know, always remember who you is, baby. Like, whoop. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Boom, knocked her ass down right then and there. Like, knocked her ass down again. You feel me? Right then and there. Like, you feel me? Boom. So, you know, but we wasn't together though, you know what I'm saying? Just, yeah, you know, boom. So this around the time of the, I believe, this around the time of the 100 Days, 100 Nights, you feel me? This around the time of 100 Days, 100 Nights. She ended up plugging me with her sister. Her sister bought weed and, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, XC pills and all that shit, you feel me? So she ended up plugging me with her sister from the hundreds. Boom, she ended up buying pills from a nigga and all that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homegirl too, you feel me? Boom. So, you know, like I said, man, you know, I always had a lot going on. Female-wise. Female-wise, bro, always had a lot going on, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That, man, I ended up getting back with the chick that I was with, that I had the 3 babies on, basically. And to come to find out basically it was 3 babies, you feel me? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that story later. So, I ended up getting back with the chick that had the 3 babies on, you know what I'm saying? She only knew about 1 of them though, you know what I'm saying? And the shit was horrible, bro. It was horrible, bro. Like, to this day, that's like damn near one of my worst relationships. Like, I ended up getting her pregnant. Bro, I was going through it. My mama was in the hospital. She started dying. It was so horrible, bro. Like, bro, I got on coke, bro. I got on coke real bad, bro. Just to ease the pain, just to numb a nigga self, you feel me? So, I remember one day, I'm posting some shit on Facebook. I'm on Facebook or whatever. Shay hit me. She like, hey, she was like, you got a plug on the other shit? I'm like, what you mean the other shit? She was like, the white girl. I said, the Christina Aguilera, you know, or the Britney Spears, you feel me? She was like, the Britney Spears. I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. She was like, you got it? I was like, yeah. I was like, who is this for? One of your homegirls? She was like, no, it's for me. I said, girl, when you start fucking with this shit? You know? She was like, nigga, I just, you know, it's been about a year. You know, I'm like, yeah. She like, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, pull up then. And, you know, we could, you know, together. We could do some lines together. You feel me? Boom. So she pull up and shit. And I'm like, damn, girl, I did not know that you know, you fuck with the powder. You feel me? She like, yeah, you know, nigga I was fucking with, you know, he was fucking with it, and my curious ass wanted to try it, and she like, I've been fucking with it ever since, like, you feel me? So I let her know, I'm like, man, you can't get your powder from everybody. I'm like, my shit, you know, come straight from the Mexican, straight, you know what I'm saying, straight from Mexico around this motherfucker. This shit straight off the brick, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure, you dealing with the right people, like, cause you know, you got some bad powder up out there, like, you know what I'm saying, that shit can fuck you up. She like, yeah, I'm already knowing, you know what I'm saying, whoop, like, so boom, so you know, she started buying shit from powder and shit from a nigga and shit, coming around a little bit more frequently. And bro, I'm telling you, I was going through it so bad, bro. My mama was dying. It's like, it went from moms being in the hospital just for a random, her stomach hurted, to they doing surgery and she might not make it, bro. Like, just like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm fucked up. Babe mama cheating on the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm cheating on her though, so I really can't get, you know what I'm saying, too mad. You know what I'm saying? But this dirty bitch fucking with my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? And cuz wanna fight a nigga. I'm like, bro, I ain't even tripping off the bitch. Like, nigga, you letting the bitch get to you and shit, you feel me? I remember one day, bro, nigga just damn near broke down in tears to Shay, bro. Like, I'm just going through it, man. Like, she was like, nigga, if you don't lift your motherfucking head up, lift your chin up. She was like, nigga, what I tell you before, never forget who the fuck you is. She was like, man, she's like, you a motherfucking hustler. You a good ass nigga. She's like, you a good ass daddy to your kids. All that, like, she was like, nigga, your mama dying. She's like, you supposed to, you know, feel like this. She was like, nigga, this ain't you. Like, she like, even if you do a line or two, she's like, nigga, this ain't you. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, nigga, that bitch that you fucking with, she's like, blood, I wanna beat that bitch up. She's like, nigga, that's a nothing ass bitch. She's like, she tear you down instead of lifting you up, bro. Oops. Like, she's like, this ain't, she's like, the nigga I used to fuck with, the nigga I know. Like, she was like, man, come on, man. Ooh, she was one of the people that really lifted me up, bro. Like, really lifted me up. You know what I'm saying? Her and Jackson. Jackson, she was there too. You feel me? Not there with me and Shay at that time, but was one of the people that, you know, reminded me who the fuck I was at the time when I needed to remember who the fuck I was, where I was losing myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was losing myself, my nigga. And Shay, she was there for a nigga, bro. She used to, you know, after I told her that, you know, what was going on, like my mama dying and all that, nigga, she used to pull up, check on me, you know. She even took me to the hospital before, you know what I'm saying, to go see moms. Like, Shay was a real one, bro. Like, she was really there for a nigga. And it's females like that, you know what I'm saying, made the nigga remember who the fuck I was. You know, at the time when the nigga was in a dark place, and I lost myself, bro. Like, you know, even fucking with a bitch that's selfish and not even trying to fuck with a nigga like that, like, you know, not even caring about what I'm going on, like, only caring about herself. Like, bitch, my mama dying, like, and I can't, motherfucker only ask me how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot, bro. Like, it was a lot. But females like her, you know what I'm saying, always, you know what I'm saying, made me remember who the fuck I was, you feel me? And like I said, we had a cool relationship. We had a better friendship. This shit, we was only in a relationship for like damn near 2 months. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we was friends a lot longer though, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was friends with benefits, you feel me? And I remember when she met her baby daddy, you know. And one thing about her, bro, she was respectful, you feel me? I remember when she met her baby daddy and she let me know, she was like, hey, you know, we gonna have to, we can't fuck around like that, you know, no more. She's like, you know, I'm liking this nigga right here, like, you know, she's like, and he a hustler like you. She's like, he be getting to the bag, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's cool, like, nigga, ain't even shit. I'm just saying, cause you know you, like, you know me, like. I used to try to plug her last all the time, like, what? For real. So she like, yeah, you know, ended up being pregnant by the nigga. Like, she ended up being pregnant by the nigga. I remember last time I seen her, bro. Last time I seen her, my nigga, I was fucking with my little bitch Mila, my little, you know what I'm saying, 304 Mila. Yeah, and we had a little spot on, we was in a motel room on Las Vegas Boulevard in like Charleston. You know, I had some of that shit. I was, you know, hustling up over there. Shay put up, you know what I'm saying, got some powder from a nigga and all that, like, you know what I'm saying, and she was with her baby daddy, you know what I'm saying, and I think she bought like 8 ball from a nigga or something like that, gave her a deal up on it, boom. But I used to tell her, like, you know, you can't, you know, you make sure you can't get it from everybody, because people will, you know what I'm saying, play you, like, you know. So after she, you know, she got pregnant by the nigga and shit, like, we really lost touch. We still stay friends on Facebook and all that. She used to inbox each other every now and then, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, she was very respectful when she was in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Especially she was in love with that nigga. You know, I ain't tripped, just stayed in contact with her. So I meet, you know, my wife now. Me and her moved to Phoenix. Fast forward to the last time I seen Shay before this was, that was when I seen Shay, that was 2016. Yeah, 2016. So fast forward to 2022. I'm on Facebook. I'm scrolling on Facebook and shit. And I'm friends with her sister too, from Rolling Hundreds. And my bad, homegirl, I'm hiding motherfucker. I forgot your name, but you already know what it is though. You know what I'm saying? I'm friends with her on Facebook. I'm strolling on Facebook and I see it. First I see it, like, nah, nigga, not my motherfucking sister. Ooh, like, and I ain't really think nothing of it, because the homegirl, she turned up, like, she active too. Like, you know what I'm saying? She turned up, like, so I'm thinking, like, I don't know, they probably got into it with some females, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, like all the time, she probably going off on some females or something like that about her sister, about Shay. You know, I ain't really thinking nothing of it. The next day, she make another poster, but she like, man, R.I.P. to my sister. I'm like, no, bro. She like, R.I.P. to my sister. You always be messy. She tag her page in it and all that. Like, I immediately hit her. Cuz, tell me this shit ain't true, bro. She like, she gone. I'm like, no, bro. She was only 24, 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro. Like, what happened? She was like, man, she's out there. And I remember, too, the last thing I seen Shay do was live. And she was in L.A. on her live. You know what I'm saying? I believe, I don't want to say nothing wrong, bro, but I believe she went out there for her birthday. I believe this was her first birthday out there, because I believe her baby was either 2 years old or she just had the baby. It was one or the other. I think she had just had the baby, though. I think her baby was a year old and she had just had the baby. And she went out there for her birthday. You know what I'm saying? Got some bad powder from somebody. And then my bad, it wasn't 2022, I think it was 2022. Yeah. It was either 2022 or 2021 that Shay died. And I'm like, man. Said she got some bad powder from somebody. Somebody gave her some fentanyl. She OD'd. Bruh. That shit fucked me up. That was my baby right there, man. That was my little gutter baby, man. Like, the fact that she was so young, like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I've been clean, bro, since 2018. I ain't touched the line, nothing since 2018. My mama died in 2018, bro. After I got the closure from my mama dying, you know what I'm saying, I got clean, you know. But having so many friends that OD'd, especially now, it's 2025, especially now, like, having so many friends that OD'd, bro, I never touch another line again. Not in this era. I'm cool. I won't touch a line. I won't pop an ecstasy pill. Bro, it's not worth it, bro. Like, that shit not worth it. You playing Russian roulette every time you take drugs nowadays. Nigga, if it's not this right here, this green weed, you know what I'm saying? The shit that was put on the earth for me and you feel me? Let me get something for my glaucoma. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with it, bro. Like, I wouldn't even sell that shit no more. Like, I dropped out the game completely, bro. Like, I don't hustle, I don't do none of that no more, my nigga. And another reason why nigga tell these stories is for kids and for people to, you know what I'm saying, realize that maybe you can find some closure inside my truth, you know, inside my life stories and my mistakes, you know, or mistakes of people that I went through, so you can know that you're not alone, you know. Cause I remember when I was going through it, bro, like, I was embarrassed, bro. Like, me and my best friend fell out over this shit, bro, because I was too embarrassed to even say anything, bro, to ask for help, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was too embarrassed to ask for help, and by me being too embarrassed, bro, I shut everybody out. You know what I'm saying? And that gave a motherfucker room to go say some shit about me to a person, and, you know, without you not there defending yourself and you moving funny, a person can only, like, assume that it's true. You feel me? So it was a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that she was there for a nigga like that every time I needed her, though, bro, she pulled up, bro, for a nigga like I always loved that about Shay, you know? And sometimes you gotta check on your peoples, you know, even if they going through it and you see them lashing out on Facebook, on Instagram, reach out to them. Even if it's, hey, bro, you alright? You good? Hey, call me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or hit your boy phone. If you got a friend you ain't talked to in a long time, hit that nigga phone and see if he alright. You know what I'm saying? Because even the strongest people be the weakest ones, bro, because they have nobody to lean on. It's Contraband TV, man. I'm out this bitch, man. R.I.P. Shay Duce.